Welcome back to another NVIDIA episode. We can see, unfortunately, today was a very red day for NVIDIA and a lot of the semiconductor companies. I even did a video before this a few hours ago of some of the AI stocks that maybe some might want to consider. So definitely check that video out after this one. On today's episode, obviously, we're going to take a closer look at some recent updates impacting the overall stock. There were two earnings that might not be popular for your normal investor, but they are very important for AI investors, especially NVIDIA investors, and they did share some bullish sentiment for the overall stock. So while the stock is down on the day, I do believe in the long term, things are still looking pretty strong for NVIDIA, and let's find out why.
I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and check out fool.com/Jose for the 10 best stocks to buy now. With that link, you get a promotional offer for the subscription service. Now, let's continue with today's episode.
All right, so we can see right now the stock after hours is up roughly 1%. In my opinion, is one, we're seeing kind of this huge overreaction to the negative side for NVIDIA, and two, we did have some great earnings from some other companies that are focusing in the AI space. So the first earnings I want to take a closer look at is SK Hynix. So this is an international company, and usually most US-based investors don't really know about SK Hynix. If you are in the semiconductor industry, though, this should be one that's familiar with you, as they are the leaders in HBM right now. So if you're familiar, HBM, high bandwidth memory, is the type of memory that is used in AI accelerators, especially NVIDIA's components. So the company said that the continuous rise in overall prices of DRAM and NAND products with strong demand for AI memories, including HBM, led to 32% increase in revenues compared to the previous quarters. So obviously we can see that AI accelerators are building their supply chain and building kind of their inventory, as we're seeing an increased demand here for HBM and DRAM memory. And remember, the memory that they purchase now is going to be used in future products. It's not like you can just glue in the memory right away. So it kind of gives us that, hey, look, companies are investing and buying memory right now because they have a good view of what they need for the future. So that alone can kind of give us a nice bullish sentiment for NVIDIA. But then SK Hynix gave us even better news for the overall AI giant. They mentioned that SK Hynix forecasts that the demand for AI server memory will continue to rise in the second half. So obviously AI server memory, very bullish for H100, H200, the Blackwell platform as well. One final thing that I want to take a closer look at here from SK Hynix, they mentioned that HBM sales went up by more than 80% compared to the previous quarter and more than 250% compared to same period last year, leading to companies' improvement. So if you are maybe bullish in the memory business, maybe even might be in Micron, remember Micron is trying to increase its capacity of HBM. So this could be a nice kind of bullish sentiment if you are a Micron investor, and what holds in the future if Micron is able to increase its overall capacity there. So SK Hynix, a great partner of NVIDIA, just released earnings, and for them things look amazing, and it looks like they still expect demand to be high for AI solutions. So right off the bat, that definitely bodes very, very bullish for NVIDIA. Now, I want to take a closer look at the second earnings, but I do want to say thank you all for the support on my ebooks. Yes, we have two ebooks now. So the first ebook is kind of an encyclopedia of 50 plus semiconductor companies, where you kind of learn a lot of what they do and kind of great information there. The second one I just released is an earnings insight handbook, which kind of is covering all the earnings right now. The great thing is both these documents and ebooks are living documents. So once you purchase, I will send updates to those emails when we either get new earnings or new companies on the ebook. The great thing is if you buy both products right now, you actually get $20 off automatically. So thank you for the support. And if you want to learn more about the semiconductor market, make sure to check out these two ebooks that you should see on the link below. Now, Taking a closer look at a second earnings, this is ServiceNow, ticker NOW. So if we take a look at their overall stock, now is up roughly 7% last time I checked, around 6-7% after hours. So we can see they also had a great earnings. So ServiceNow, they mentioned that they are the AI platform for business transformation. Today announced fiscal results for the second quarter, and they mentioned that they saw a nice amount of growth overall. The great thing is the CEO mentions that the relevance as the AI platform for business transformation remains stronger than ever as CEOs are looking for new vectors of growth, simplification, and digitalization. And ServiceNow intends to reinvent every workflow in every company, in every industry, with Gen AI at the core. So pretty much we can see here that this is definitely an AI company that is really using generative AI to kind of grow its revenue. And we'll look at the numbers in a bit. But the reason I mentioned this company is because one of the biggest fears right now for analysts and a lot of investors is like, hey, look, all these big players are investing a lot in AI infrastructure, but is there anyone really making money out of it? Is there anyone really making sales out of it? And the answer we can see, yeah, it's true. And here we can see that the CEO mentions that quarter two was another fantastic quarter with net new annual contract value and Gen AI contributions exceeding expectations. Their knowledge event in May entered on putting AI to work for people and received an incredible response from customers, generating more than $1 billion in pipeline. So we can see that their AI solutions are definitely helping them grow. They also mentioned that generative AI is a generational secular tailwind, and right now, ServiceNow's Gen AI experience doubled quarter over quarter and significantly overachieved expectation, including 11 deals greater than $1 million in quarter two. So this is a perfect example of how Gen AI is definitely helping companies grow. So this is not going to be the only one. And I think it just shows evidence that, hey, look, maybe one shouldn't be too worried about these fears that are coming out of the market right now where, hey, look, are companies over investing in AI solutions and AI infrastructure? I believe the answer is no. And I've mentioned it. If Nvidia reaches these 115s, I think this is very attractive levels right now, especially based on the numbers and expectations we are seeing from some of those bullish analysts. And let me just remind you one of those bullish analysts. So they mentioned that Nvidia is expected to ship roughly $210 billion worth of Blackwell GP200 AI servers in 2025. So we can see the amount of revenue that this company can grow in one product. The Blackwell is going to be a revolutionary product for Nvidia, and here we can kind of see just a reminder, right? We've talked about this analyst a few episodes ago, a few days ago, but I think it was a great reminder, especially right now as the stock is down roughly 7%, and all we are hearing is fears of maybe AI over investing happening at the moment. And again, on this episode, both earnings calls are giving us evidence that, hey, look, AI is here to stay and that demand for AI solutions is also pretty high. The next NVIDIA news, maybe not necessarily NVIDIA news that I have, is there are reports that the United States request a proposal for the next generation Discovery supercomputer, which is expected to be 5 times faster than the world's fastest supercomputer. And in my opinion, if they're focusing on things like AI, right now I think the world's fastest supercomputer is powered by AMD. But let's see if that changes in the future, and will NVIDIA be the one to kind of power the world's fastest computer here in the United States? So one to keep a closer eye on. I'm pretty sure we'll hear about this more in a few months from now. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Take care, have a good day, and see you all next time.